And there it is, that lovely shot, curving from right to left, that beautiful little draw. And if you're watching today's video, I'm going to show you how to swing the golf club to draw the ball. Right, so that opening shot there, I think a lot of golfers really would like to hit that shot on a more regular basis. I think probably a lot of you guys watching will have hit it in the past, won't 100% know what you did to do it, which makes it incredibly hard to repeat, or you know what you're trying to do, but you really struggle doing it. So in today's video, I'm going to show you what little tweaks we need to make, little alterations, not massive, that are going to help you swing the club differently, and most importantly, deliver the club differently to get you drawing the golf ball. So before we get on to the main part of the video, first thing I want you to do is, if you're new down to my channel, welcome you down to Ali Taylor Golf. Loads of videos on here with different aspects about improving your golf, lots of content about new equipment, also reviewing old equipment against new equipment, and also some course vlogs and how you can learn to improve your golf when you're out on the course, not just when you're practicing. So if you are new down, welcome down. If you're a returning viewer, as ever, thank you for coming back. While you're watching today's video though, if you're enjoying it and you don't currently subscribe, I'd love it if you push that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. And all my videos are on here to help you guys play better. So if you're looking to swing the club differently and draw the golf ball, what you're probably doing at the moment, if you're watching this video, is more of this shot. That one that curves out to the right, really, really destructive. And I've aimed straight there, but what you'll end up doing is moving further and further left for that, allowing for that shape, and then doing this. That straight left one that gets you in trouble. And then you're in all kinds of trouble because you can't aim straight because you miss out to the right. If you aim left and hit one straight, you probably lose a ball with your best shot of the day. So the first thing we need to understand is, I think for most golfers, they're not trying to fade the ball, they're not trying to draw the ball. They're actually trying to hit the ball dead straight. So the first thing I would say is the dead straight shot in golf is the most difficult shot in the world, and even the top players in the world struggle with it. So I'm going to ask you not to try a shot that the best players in the world struggle with. We're either going to get you fading the ball deliberately in another video, but for today's video, we're going to get you deliberately trying to draw the ball, and then hopefully drawing it, or maybe hitting it straight, kind of by mistake. So what we need to understand is, first of all, why does the golf ball shape? Okay, so the golf ball sets off incredibly close to where the club face points. So if I aimed straight at the target and the club face pointed straight at the target at impact, the ball would set off very close to there. It depends a little bit club to club, but if we worked on the club face where it points at impact is where the ball sets off. It's not 100% factually correct, but it's good enough for today. So then the shape of the shot is the direction the club is moving relative to where that club face is pointing. So if your club pointed at the target and your club was moving left or from out to in, the ball will shape from left to right, and vice versa. If your club face was pointing at target and the club was working to the right, the ball will shape right to left. So straight away, we should have an understanding of what we need to do. So I'm going to show you on TrackMan, if you're a fader of the golf ball, what is happening with your club face to path and your swing path. And that'll help you understand what you're doing. And then most importantly, we're going to talk about what you need to change. So we can see with that swing before, my club path was 8 degrees from out to in, and my club face was 14 degrees open to that path. So it was actually open to the target, and a massive difference there between the path and the face that means a lot of shape. So the first thing we need to change, in my opinion, for most people who struggle drawing the ball, is we need to change the club face first. Because I think the challenge for most golfers, and this is where, in my opinion again, most golfers go wrong, if their club face is wide open at impact and pointing to the right, you're kind of managing to play with that by swinging more left. Not managing very well, probably, if you're watching this video, but you are managing it. Now, the problem would be if your club face stayed the same to the path and then you swung to the right, well, the ball's just going to set off way right and go. So a really easy way of changing club face for most golfers is to actually change the way we hold the club or the way our hands are relative to the club face. So take your normal grip, and then what I would like you to do is just relax your hands and move the club face so it's in a more closed position or looking more down towards the ground, maybe 20 degrees. Then pop your hands on. So a lot of guys will say, well, I've not changed my grip, I've just changed the club face. Well, if I then move my down to address and then I square the club face up, you can see now my hands relative to the club face are in how we would call a more traditionally strong position. Now that's going to feel very different for a lot of golfers, and the first thing I would want you to do is have some swings, even little half swings, and then build up, hit some shots, and just see what the golf ball starts doing. So if we set up like that, I've got that new hold of the club. Okay, do a little half swing first. And you can see my club face was 5 degrees left. So a minus number on TrackMan is left or closed. Now, you'll notice there, even though I was trying to swing a little bit more that way, I actually started to swing a little bit more from the inside anyway, because it's amazing how the brain won't swing this way, exaggerated, if the club face is pointing there, because it'd almost feel like I'd hit the wall. So then hit a fuller shot, again with that new hold. And we can see again, -6, that ball already starting to shape from right to left. Now, in theory, you could just go and play golf like that. It would mean you'd have to aim a long way right, but as long as that club face is coming back closed to the path we're swinging on, kind of irrelevant of the path, the ball's never going to miss right of where you've aimed. So you're eliminating one side of the golf course. That'd be good. Now, the easiest way then to change the path that we swing on, or the direction the club's moving to impact. And this is still going to miss a little bit to the left, but we're going to see how the path number changes with this. We're going to ignore, once we've set up to the target with that new hold, we're going to ignore where the ball sets off. We're going to take our normal address position and we're going to pull that trail foot back and maybe just move that lead toe a little bit closer. And we're going to allow the hips and the shoulders to definitely align themselves more out to the right. I mean, this almost feels like I'm going right into the corner of my screen. So again, I would have a few swings. And that would feel, again, very different. The worry I would have for a lot of golfers when they practice this on their own is they'll set up like this, but because the brain knows the target's still there, they'll swing back nicely, but then still go this way and then get that big pull hook. So like I said, once you're set up, it's irrelevant what's going on down there. We need to make sure our movement is as close as we can to what we're after. So we've set up with the new hold, front foot forward, back foot back a little bit, and try and swing on the line of those feet. And we can see there, massively from the inside, 9 degrees from the inside, club face 8 degrees closed. So there's a lot of shape there. I don't think if you're somebody who's struggled to draw the ball, I don't think that'll be a big issue for you at all. So that was a slightly smaller swing. I'd love you, if you're down at the range while you're watching this on your phone, I'd love you to just pause that if you've hit one of those, comment and let me know what that was like to see that ball shape from right to left. So again, new hold. We're going to change that alignment of our body and then go for a fuller swing. Again, Lovely shape from right to left. Now, obviously the numbers on TrackMan are quite exaggerated. And I think nowadays a lot of guys worry about big numbers on launch monitors. Probably you're not going to be practicing on a launch monitor, so I wouldn't be bothered about that. But what I would love to see is that ball curving. And I don't mind seeing, if you're trying to draw the ball, I don't mind seeing a lot of shape to begin with, because you can always dial back a little bit on what we're talking about. But if you then feel that you can do that quite consistently, so now I've got my club face fairly much at target at address, I would then just aim further right and move everything round and try and make the same swing. And again, if you're somebody who struggled to draw the ball, this will feel like you're playing a completely different game. And my experience as a coach is when I've had golfers come and see me with big slices, very weak fades, and we work on getting the ball working the other way, even if they have a day where they don't maybe hit as many fairways as one or as many greens as they'd like, if they're missing left, they're actually quite excited about that, because it means they're exaggerating it and it means they can dial back and get a little bit closer to what they need. So that last one I've hit there, we saw 12 degrees from the inside, 10 degrees closed with the club face. So if you didn't want to see that much shape, well, let's just not exaggerate that change of hold. And let's not exaggerate the feet and the body quite as much. And let's stand up there with some slightly smaller numbers, shape the ball slightly less. But again, now you're learning how to swing the golf club, to draw the golf ball. And if you do this with every club in the bag and deliver the club as we've spoken about, you're going to hit lovely little draws with every club in your bag. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like it and share it. Comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you've enjoyed today's video and you've not subscribed yet, because I did mention it at the start, please click that button now, ring the bell, and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.